Hey everybody, me and Juju B in Middleton, Tennessee, loading up some product to head back up to Sioux Falls, Iowa. Wanted to give y'all an update on Gorge. Gorge is an acquaintance of mine from my last job a few nights ago. I told you he had a blowout, slammed him into the Jersey barrier in the center of the highway, caught the truck on fire and trapped Gorge inside. Luckily, someone was close enough there to help get the window kicked out and pull him out, but he did suffer burns over 30% of his body. Upon further investigation of the incident, we now know that it was completely preventable. Let me show you what went on. On your front axle here, you have a hub oil tank. Now, part of your pre-trip ain't just checking on your mechanicals, but what's it look like? If I had a leak on this seal or on this seal, I'd see oil leaking all around that rim. Alright? Spinning out there like a fan. Also, when you're doing your pre-trip, open that hood up. Not only are you checking your oil and your drive shaft, but you can also see the only other way for that seal to leak out would be on the inside of that rim. It would be all over that brake caliper, all over the inside of that rim. And I ain't saying Gorge didn't do a pre-trip. What I'm saying is, maintenance is top priority when you're running 80,000 pounds down the highway. Anything can go wrong. So his hub oil was completely dry. That bearing in there got so hot, it welded itself up, caught fire, blew the tire. That's not something that happens in one day. You know, it doesn't just all pour out of there. You can actually, if you got a question, you can pull this rubber cap and see the oil in there. The other part of this is your shop. This truck goes into the shop every so many thousand miles for a PM, and that's DOT regulated. They have to. And when they do the PM, they checking everything on this truck, including those hubs, to make sure they have plenty of oil. And I'm going to venture to guess somebody signed off and said they done it, and they didn't. So, was it the driver? I don't know. Was it the company? If I was Gorge, I'd let his lawyer fight that out. That's all I'm saying. I worked there 7 years, so I kind of know. But that ain't for me to say. But yeah, man, when you're checking this truck out first thing in the morning, in the evening when I do my post trip, it's a basic checking my tires, checking my lights. They're all working. Everything's good. Nothing's overheating. Shut her down for the night. But in the morning, you need to be pretty thorough. Pretty thorough. A lot of things can happen throughout the day. You're running some miles out here. So check everything. If you have a question, double check it. Have somebody else look at it. If it ain't safe, don't drive it. I've had to tell a company, I ain't driving that. And they get mad at you, whatever, but so what? I'm still here. My kids still have their dad, uninjured, safe, and working another day. Come on. So, do your job. And that goes for everybody, not just the driver, but the company too. Let's get her done. Y'all be careful out there and pray for George. All right, thank you. God bless.